Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Upstate Speed Tests, the channel where we compare wireless networks and occasionally look at cool tech. Anyway, there's already a million unboxing videos of the Pixel 11 Pro XL on YouTube, and mine's kind of just the boring old black color or Obsidian or whatever the hell they call it. So what we're going to do is unbox it, and then we will take it out and test out some of the video. I plan on going somewhere pretty to look at today, either Ithaca, New York, or one of the local nature areas around me here in Binghamton. So yeah, without further ado, let's pop this thing off here. I'm doing this one-handed, so you'll have to forgive me. I don't care. We'll rip the cover right off. It's going in the garbage anyway. Here we go, Pixel 11 Pro XL. And, oh, there's one little pull tab here on the bottom that's hanging on by a thread. Anyway, all right, ta-da, there is the Pixel 11 Pro. And I tried putting my phone in a tripod, but the tripod kept falling over, so I said, to heck with it. But anyway, there's the back of the phone with the new unified camera bar this year. And the front, let's boot it up the first time for the ceremonial first booting up. There we go. I heard it vibrate, and it's coming on. So there's the 11 Pro XL, and just to compare it, here is the 10 Pro XL. So they look, you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference, honestly, if it wasn't for the camera bar changing this year. They got rid of the little metal area here, and it's now one unified piece of glass with that new notification icon there. Honestly, I feel like the notification icon was just Google going, guys, we got to come up with one more thing for this phone. So I'll give you a quick list. Things I'm excited about. Better camera, at least on the periscope zoom lens. Supposedly it's lets a little more light in, focuses a little bit better, which is great because this one didn't always focus the best. Not that I used it as my main camera anyway, but you know, Google Pixels are kind of underrated in the photography department, in my opinion. They're pretty good. So I'm excited for the camera. I'm excited that there's a few more AI tricks up its sleeve. That probably could have been a software update to the 10, but I'm also excited for the slightly faster processor. And to be honest, that's kind of, oh, the modem. Yeah, duh. I'm excited for the better MediaTek modem in here. I cannot wait to test that out. The Samsung modem in this phone wasn't terrible, but supposedly this is a major leap over here. So here's the things I'm disappointed about, though. They cut down the RAM and raised the price. So Ramageddon, people who use AI like me, yeah, not great. So price increase, less RAM. The new G6 processor in here, I'm excited that it's, you know, a little bit better, but not, in my opinion, enough of a jump. I don't really end up paying for this phone through my AT&T account, so, you know, if that wasn't the case, though, I probably wouldn't buy this phone this year. But yeah, there you go. There's the new Pixel 11 Pro XL quick sloppy unboxing, and I'm going to use the heck out of it for the rest of the day. We'll test the modem, we'll test the camera, and see how things go. Today's video is brought to you by CircledIn.com. CircledIn is a website that'll let you split the cost of a wireless family plan to help you save money on your wireless bill. CircledIn.com's beautifully designed website has no credit checks, can help you save up to $480 a year, and there's no contract, so you can switch providers anytime you want or anytime it works for you. If we click the All Circles button, CircledIn.com's easy-to-use website allows you to search for a plan you want, filter by carrier, and filter by price from low to high. As you can see here, we have some examples up on the screen, like Verizon's Unlimited Plus plan for $45 a month, a savings that the website says is about 36%, and Verizon Unlimited Welcome, which the website says is a savings of 71% at $20 a month. Once you find the circle you want, you can click Join Circle, And the website will give you an easy to understand breakdown of the costs and savings and benefits that come along with that plan. So check them out today at circledin.com. Circled In will help you save a ton of money on your wireless bill, and they also have great support for your plan as well. Pixel 11 Pro XL in a cheapo Amazon case, but actually feels pretty nice. Here's the inaugural speed test. AT&T service in my neighborhood is actually pretty good. It would be better out front, but I don't want to give away where I live. So here's the inaugural AT&T Pixel 11 Pro XL speed test. We got a 48 millisecond unloaded ping. The loaded ping's a little high, probably be better out front. The signal is definitely coming from the front of the house, but again, I don't want to dox myself. So 388 on the down, and the up is around 10. Which is pretty typical for the backyard. You know what? We'll do it again. We'll stand out in the front. We'll stand out in the yard a little bit closer. All right, so coming out to the yard should give us a little bit better line of sight to the cell tower. 44 millisecond unloaded. And yeah, there we go. Without the wood of my house in the way, we're getting the full blast of N77. And a little bit better loaded ping times as a bug eats me alive. And yeah, that's a pretty typical upload for my house. And there we go, 720 on the down, 20 on the up. And we'll test in other places today along with some video samples. All right, for our first test of the Pixel 11 Pro XL, we're on the side of a highway, and we're gonna go to a bog with a trail that goes under Interstate 86 here in upstate New York. So here, I'll show you the front here in a second. So we're going to the Appalachian Marsh, which is it's owned by the State Department of Transportation, but it's basically kind of like a wildlife refuge, more or less. Trails of Tioga is part of it. And I think this will be a good test of the camera on this phone because there's not a lot of, even ground to walk on. There's a lot of going in and out of light and dark areas. We're about to go under Interstate 86, which used to be known as Route 17. And I'm not gonna lie, this is quite a small tunnel. I was expecting bigger. But yeah, the interstate right above us, which runs all the way from the New York State Thruway near New York City, west to the Buffalo, New York area, and over into Ohio. That way is west, that way is east. And yeah, this is quite a small tunnel, so let's go under it real quick and see how the Pixel handles the lighting and the audio in here. Wow, is it narrow. I'm not a tall dude, but I barely clear the top here. So now I'm trying the phone in wide mode, 0.5, and I'll show you guys. So I was wrong earlier. We only went under the eastbound side of 86/17, and we're gonna go on the Marsh Loop across Harriet's Crossing, and then we'll see how far the family tolerates the rest of the trail. But yeah, here's the phone in 0.5 mode. So I think I'm going to be the only person to map the middle of this bog, because I'm pretty sure the square in the middle of the bog is not lit up. But here's Verizon, if it ever loads. There it goes. Now I'm running iOS 27 beta, and for whatever reason the iPhone's been refusing to hold on to 5G no matter what setting I toggle. But there's LTE in the middle of the bog. That's pretty good. 228 on the down, 44 millisecond unloaded ping. And I'll switch over to T-Mobile after this. And I'll also be sure to put AT&T in here at some point, although I'll have to film with the iPhone. So there you go, not bad for the middle of a bog. All right, here's T-Mobile, 38 millisecond ping, and boom, we are off to the races. Now, the problem I mentioned before, where the phone was refusing to connect to 5G, seems to mostly be limited to my Verizon eSIM. T-Mobile seems less affected, although I've noticed the phone falling back to LTE more as I get caught on a pricker. But there you go, there's T-Mobile pulling gigabit speeds in the middle of nowhere in a bog for some reason. All right, here's AT&T in the middle of the bog. Now, it's worth mentioning that AT&T is not on a monopole across the river that Verizon built and T-Mobile joined about a year later. So their performance here is not very good, but usable. I mean, these speeds won't stop you from streaming video or downloading a small app update as I keep getting attacked by bugs. And that upload's pretty useless, though. You definitely won't be streaming to TikTok from here. We made it to the bird blind. Look at this thing. They've even got camouflage on it, or whatever you call it. And a really nice sign. I like that it's shaded. And here's a little sign if you want to read about the place. Feel free to pause. But yeah, let's test out the camera zoom here in the blind. So that's going to be 2x right there. And this bog is literally surrounded by interstate on both sides. That over there is the westbound side of 17. And the eastbound side is over there somewhere. So that's 2x. Now let's do 5x. Oh, there's a little bird flying over there. And we'll zoom all the way up to 20x. It's looking a little grainy at 20 though, so we'll come back down.
We don't know what's down there.
That's 7 times. And then we're back to 5 times. And yeah, look at all the lily pads. They're beautiful. Well, I might as well give a redemption round to T-Mobile. So here we go on the Coverage Map app. And again, pulling almost a gigabit on the download as the pixel unfocuses. There we go. So yeah, wow. T-Mobile cooking with gas and hitting 1,000 down right on the nose. And the upload is beating AT&T's download in this spot. Sorry about the talkative kids in the background. Once again, the pixel is defocusing, so I had to manually focus it there. There it goes again. I think it might be the lighting here is tripping it up, but there you go, T-Mobile redemption round. We're back to recording on the iPhone, and we're gonna give the Pixel 11 Pro XL and AT&T a redemption round because Owego, New York is a couple miles that way, so we're facing the right side of the bog now to get better speeds, but apparently it's not helping much. I did run a test again out in the woods, and I got as high as about 80 on the down and like 2 or 5 on the up, something like that. But sorry, I thought this would be an improvement, but not really. Well guys, thank you for joining us on this Pixel 11 Pro XL unboxing, camera test, and speed test video. We're gonna go through the tunnel next, and that'll be a good test of the front-facing audio and camera. There's a speed tester backup lady.
Hello.
And yeah, I'm not tall. I'm too tall for this tunnel, apparently.
I'm not.
She's not.
I can stand up. I can stand up.
But yeah, make sure you guys hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.